Welcome back to Chasing the Wilds YouTube channel. Today we're going to take a look at the Naturehike outdoor folding camping cot. So you can pick these up on Amazon. I think they're about $100. And as far as I can tell, they are an exact copy to the Helinox Cot 1, which this one costs about $100. The Helinox variant's about $400. So this is a quarter of the price. All right, so this is what's in the bag. You got your storage bag. You've got what I would call your stringers. You've got your spreader bars, and this is gonna make a lot more sense when you see me put it together. This is your actual body of the cot. And in here are what I'm gonna call risers. And you'll see these in a few minutes. So let's get some of this out of the way. We'll start putting this thing together. Now, everything's made out of aluminum. I think total weight is about 6.5 pounds, 7 pounds. So, I mean, I don't think this is anything you're gonna go backpacking with, but for car camping, be pretty nice. So there we go, we have our stringers. And I don't know if this is actual names or not. You're gonna start by taking your pole, inserting it there and running all the way down to the end. Now this end down here is sealed, meaning you can't push it all the way through. And then, take this, pull it over, kind of grabs that pole, keeps it from moving around. We're gonna do the same thing with the other side. All right, so we have our stringers inside of our fabric. You can see right here, there's instructions in case you need them, but again, this is pretty intuitive. I don't feel like it takes a lot of brain power to figure this out. All right, so we have our cot body laid out. Our stringers are on the inside, and you've got 3 sets of gaps here, and we've got 3 stretchers. So, you can see there, the bend, you want the bend pointing the direction these are going. Hopefully that makes sense. Pop that in right there. Pop that down, and with some force, because we're stretching this tight, especially this first one. That's it. So those are gonna lock. We're here at the next set. Snap it in. Come over here and grab this one. Start in the open position. There we go. You see how tight that fabric is? That's what you want. So the first configuration of this cot is just how you see it. These are actually pads, and you can flip it right over, and you can use it just like that. That is referred to the low setting. Keeps you about 6 inches off the ground. Now, I know it's hard to get a perspective of it sitting on this table. Lucky for y'all, I've got a tent right here that I just finished doing a review on. It's the Coleman Instant Tent. If you're interested in seeing that review, I'll link it down in the description below. Let's throw this in there, get a feel for how it looks inside a tent. All right, so we are inside the Coleman Instant Tent. This is a 4-person tent. These 2 products are not related. This is just, I felt, the best way to give a sense of scale. A real use case. Now, for 2 people, you could definitely get 2 of these in here. It will also fit that way. And in terms of using it, it's very nice. I can move this a little further away, get this away from me. Or if you have a tent that has steeper sidewalls, it wouldn't be an issue, but plenty of room, very comfortable, get you up off the ground. I believe this cot has a 300-pound weight capacity. I'm about 227, 228. Been losing a little. Thank you for noticing. And it handles me just fine. So let's get it back out. Let's put it back on the table and I'll show you the second setup. All right, so we have our cot sitting here just the way we had it in the tent. We're gonna flip it over. And in our last bag, we have legs. This is gonna get you about another foot off the ground. And personally, this is how I like to use it. Helps me from having to crouch down and get real low to the ground. I'm a pretty tall guy and I ain't getting no younger. Couple that with some questionable decisions I made when I was younger and starting to feel the old age. I'm not gonna lie to you. So there you go. And this gets you about a foot off the ground. You can see how these just fit in there. They have a little capture. Maybe you can hear it click. So let's get this in the tent and I'll show you how it looks compared to the low configuration. All right, so here we are. We've got our legs on. This gets you about a foot off the ground, and this is how I like to use it because it's just a lot easier to get in and out of. That is fantastic. I can't tell you how nice that is to be able to get up off the ground, not have to squat down. The other great thing about this cot is the dimensions. Now, a big guy like me, I use a long, wide sleeping pad. My big Agnes Repeat that I love to use, you've seen it in a ton of videos, fits perfect on this. It doesn't hang off the side. And the texture of this canvas, I guess is what it is, it doesn't allow the sleeping pad to slide around a whole lot. So there we are. That is very nice. You could definitely get two in here. Probably lay them this way so you've got access to the door. But and I apologize if it looks like I am dripping wet. It's because it is. Heat index right now is like 96. It's hot, and I'm inside of a tent. So I offer you guys like and subscribe for the things that you know, us YouTubers do for the YouTube community. Let's get out of here. Let the breeze hit us. We'll talk a little bit more. All in all, I think this is a fantastic piece of gear. I've been a ground sleeper for as long as I can remember. And this $100 was one of the best things I did to help me get a better night's sleep. Especially in cold weather. Use it in conjunction with a sleeping pad, an insulated sleeping pad. You know, you're gonna stay warmer, you're gonna be more comfortable. And in the summertime, without a sleeping pad, maybe just throw a blanket over this or just sleep directly on it. You're gonna get that air circulation all the way around you. It's gonna help you stay cool. I cannot recommend this thing enough. It is worth every bit of $100. I got the black version. They do sell one in tan, like a tan colorway. I think the bottom is the same color. But I got black because I feel like tan would just get dirty, and after a while, it's just not going to look good. Call me vain if you want. But anyways, that is the Naturehike folding camping cot, whatever that right there. The outdoor folding camping cot. I hope this has been informative. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you use a different kind of cot, drop it down in the comments. Let me know. If there's something better than this or cheaper, more sturdy, I don't know. Let me know. Let me know about it. Anyways, I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out today. If you like this video, make sure to give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to. I'll be putting more videos out just like this. As always, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.